All right, here we go. Stage 12, Pro Cycling Bets picks for the Giro d'Italia. Well, stage 11 proved to be, with Tal Gegenhardt out, it's just GC contender after GC contender dropping. So let's take a look at stage 12 on our website though. We got it up. We got the one big climb close to the finish, about 30 Ks right before the end. It was potentially going to be some GC action could happen there if everything was close, but again, we're unsure if teams are just going to try and survive at this point and use that as the main way of moving up on the GC rankings, given how many people are sick, how many people are getting in crashes. It feels better to just not attack and just try and survive. So we'll put some money down on whoever's the longest odds out of the GC contenders, and we'll get that in a bit. But it could be a break. It also could be a sprint though. So here's what we did with the odds dropping. So if we go over here, we pull up stage 12 odds. We got Jonathan Milan. We took at 101 because it could be a sprint. You never know. It might be. It's probably gonna be a break, but if you're gonna bet on someone, you should bet on there's only 3 sprinters really who's going to win if it is a sprint, compared to 20 potential breakaway contenders who could potentially win. First, you got to bet on they're going to be in the break. Second, you got to bet on that they're fast enough to win that break. I mean, we've been lucky with G, but the markets now are showing G at 29, which is just no point for us personally, because for us it's a matter of being above 50 at least if you're going for a breakaway win. Above 15 is value odds for us, but above 50 is what we really want to see if we think someone might win from the break. So we took Pino. We think he's maybe healed up after being sick for a few days. We also think he might want to get back into the mountain classification and take it over from David Spice. But again, we'll see. But again, he's a good climb, and over those climbs, he should prove to do well. And then if we scroll down a little bit more, we've been hearing on the cycling podcast, that Warbass wants to win a stage. He didn't explicitly say that, but we could get the gist of it. So Warbass at 301, we think is going to be a good shout. If there is a break day, then for sure do that. And if you take a look at some of the short odds here, you like Jay Vine, yeah, but 15, McNulty 11, Healy, again, good shot, man. That guy can run, but it's not exactly the stage for Healy, right? If we're taking a look at it, it's not as spring classic-y as you kind of want for a Healy. That last hill is, I don't know. We don't think it's a Healy stage. Could be wrong, but at those short odds, we're probably not going to put money down on him. We also took, I think someone in here, we'll post on the site who we took, but you also got to take a look at the GC contenders after the stage. So, you're taking a look here. No one under 10 minutes is going to be able to get into the break, so don't do that. And then you also don't want to pick anybody who will go in the break from one of these teams who are actually still in GC contention, because they'll probably need to provide support to their leader. So, for example, don't pick someone from Ineos, probably. Don't pick someone from Jumbo, and probably don't pick someone from Bahrain, because we're going to need to support Caruso and Haig. It's not to say that they won't be in the break. It's just to say they're less likely to be, because they actually have to provide support. So someone like Elan Van Wilder, we won't take, because we think he's still sick, to be honest, given that the whole team has got COVID, except him. But he has a possibility of going the break, but he's on the line of not being led in the break because he's only at 12 minutes. And then, but he also doesn't have anybody to ride for, so he's more likely to actually be in that breakaway win. So essentially, Milan's a good shout. And then if we go back over here, any of the other sprinters who you see might also be good to go. I mean, Pedersen's been pretty sick lately, so we wouldn't pick him, but there's a lot of other options if you believe it's going to be a sprint stage and not We wouldn't put Cavendish, but he just hasn't been showing up lately. So we're unsure Pedersen's going to get successfully over the climb, given how he's climbing. But Milan should, and he looks good. So those are our picks. We've been doing well in the French races too. We might post a video on that. One of the Canadians we put money down on is somehow in 5th place on GC, so we're pretty excited for that. Maybe he'll move up into the 1, 2, 3 slots. We don't know yet. We'll see.